Welcome to this tutorial for course sales. Now I'm going to be telling you about how to set up some contact process steps, and also telling you, giving you a bit of information about how these things work and how contacts work with documents, because it's pretty important, because contacts are used for event reporting. They're the client side of the data. Contacts are also used to create documents by the administrator. So the administrator can create documents, create registrations using the details contained within a contacts record. There's also important things about contacts, because contacts are the details that students can update in the student portal. So keep that in mind, that students can update their own contact details if they're given access to their student portal. So let's have a look here. I'll show you the contacts we've got listed here. We've got a few contacts here, and I've actually set it up so we have a contact with the wrong name. You can see there we've got Harry Summers and Harry Summer. Now we've ascertained by speaking to Harry and speaking to admin staff that that Harry's name is actually Summers, and the registration has been incorrectly added with his with the wrong name, basically. So I'm going to also show you how to fix that. So just before I do that, though, I just want to show you where contacts are created. It's all to do with process steps and process rules. So let's have a visit in automation. And I want to show you the steps. In particular, I'm going to show you the registration step. Now, the registration step occurs and it increments the registration. Now, the registration step has process rules associated to it. So when you apply the registration step, you also apply the process rules. In this case, we have just one process rule, which applies to the registration step there. Let's go and edit that, and I can show you details about it. So we've got the normal stuff. We've got an email being sent. We have details about where it's coming from, etc. In addition to that, we also have the create and update contact details in here. So you can see here, we're going to use the email to find the contact. We're going to use the default contact ID, is going to be the email address. We're going to use the customer contact type. We're going to override existing data where there are differences. And we're going to use the default contact form contact. And it's important that the contact form uses the same fields as the registration form, otherwise the information will not be transferred across. Okay, so let's go back to, so it's now we know that the contact is created upon registration. Let's go back to the details that we have with regards to the person who's incorrectly added with the wrong name. Now what we need to do is we need to link that individual's registration to the correct contact details, because we've got Harry Summer and we've got Harry Summers. Okay, you can see there Harry Summers, and you can see there Harry Summer. So let's go into Harry Summers details, into his registration form, his document, and we'll edit this. So you can see there that his details, someone's really mucked it up. They've missed the S out for Harry. So I'm just going through adjusting where the S is. I think there's a few details down here that include S. So Summers' email address is correct. Good. It's obviously been updated. And then we've got his surname there, and we'll include his email address down there as well. Okay, so going back up here, we've corrected his document details, but we can't just go and save it. We actually got to change the contact. You see the contact is here. If I click on this drop down, the autocomplete, there we go. We get Harry Summers, because we've got the correct person there. So now we can save him. So rather than saving under registration though, which will in effect could create a new registration, or at least update details that might have changed here. Let's say we didn't want details to be changed. I've set up a couple of process steps, which is linked to contact but no update. Okay, so we're going to link to the contact, but we're not going to update the contact. I've also got another process step there, update or create a contact, as opposed to a registration. In these instances, and I'll show you here, so link to contact, no update. If I have a look at the preview, you'll see that no emails are going to be sent. So I'm not going to send any emails, I'm just going to update the details. In fact, there's no process rule at all associated with that. Let me show you the other step, which we won't use, but if you wanted to update or create a contact, and I'll show you what happens here. There we go. No email address is going to be found. However, we do have a process rule associated with this one, okay, with this process step. The reason why, and I'll show you the process rule details. The reason why is that I am updating the contact, okay, or creating a contact. So I'm using those details. Those are actually the same details I found in the registration process rule, and they would be applied if I use the update/create contact process step. But I'm going to use the link to contact no update process step. No emails are going to be sent, so this can be on or off. It doesn't make any difference. And I click save. And we can verify that these details have been correctly updated. That is to say, the document has been correctly associated with the right contact. Now, first of all, we can see by editing the document. So if we click in here, we can verify that, yes, it's linked to Harry Summers. And then if we wish to, we can have a look at the contacts, have a look at Harry Summer, which is the one we linked away from. Click on this little button here, which is View Document, and there should be no documents associated with Harry. There we go. There's no documents associated with that particular contact. So let's go back there and edit that contact. What we're going to do is we're going to inactivate it because we don't want those double ups there. So we go save. And now in the list of contacts, you can see we don't have Harry Summer. We only have Harry Summers. And you can check, I'm sure Harry's got lots of registrations, lots of documents associated with this particular contact. There we go. There's a whole lot of documents associated with this particular contact. Okay, now let me just quickly show you the details of the other process rules, just so you've got those in mind. So remember, there's a process step called update/create contact details, and here we go. Here's the details here. So there's no email referenced here. I'm not creating topics, but I am creating or updating the contact. Okay, and there's obviously there's no rules there either. And there is no process step there is no process rule for the other process step, which just links the contact. Okay, so this is the process step for just linking the contact. Obviously, very little happening there, and no process rule associated with it. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful, showing you how to update details with regards to the contact and being linked to documents, when there's incorrect data. There's no way to merge contacts. However, there is a way to merge documents from one contact to another, which I've just shown you. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for your time, and look forward to speaking and seeing you again soon. Cheers.